Yeah, I'm looking good, I'm looking good. I'm just checking myself out, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm looking good. I'm not vain or anything like that. Yeah, Bob's your uncle, yeah, Bob's your uncle. It's been a while. I'm not as frequent as I have been of late. It has been a crazy year, you know. As I have explained in previous videos. Plus my phone's been completely maxed out to memory. I've managed to upload all my photos from my phone onto memory stick, so I've got a bit of memory left now. I can do a 12-minute video at the moment, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Brian Cox is going on the show. I know it's all better late than never, better never late, but better late than never. Brian Cox is going to be on the show at some point in the near, not too distant future. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Stephen Hawkins, Bill Nye, Dickie Dawkins, the whole celebrity scientists. I'm going to have each and every one of them on my show in the very near future, and they're going to have their take on what's this all about. Anyway, tomorrow I'm off to no, you know. Still got stuff to sort out up there, you know, as I've explained on previous videos. Check out my list. So yeah. But what I'm going to talk about today is the concept of theory. It's a lovely day today, by the way. Look at that. Oh, it's going to thunder, but it's lovely. It's warm. There's a nice cool breeze now. It's going to wazz it down with rain very soon. I heard a few rumbles of thunder earlier on. Out in park. Yeah, anyway. 12 minutes left. Have I got 12 minutes left? Oh yes. It's not bad actually, not bad. Not bad at all. Have I got my phone the right way around? Is this going to come out upside down or what? I'm losing the touch. This is a top quality production, high quality professional production. 2nd of June 2017. 1 year and a bit into my flat earth rebirth, so to speak. Yeah, I was all my life, from the age of 5, I was always into space. I was a big science fiction fan. I was into big astronomy fan. I've always, from a young age, once I accepted the idea, should I say, once I accepted the idea that we lived on a spinning globe at the age of 5, it took me a while. I really had a hard time when I was 5 years old, accepting the idea that we lived on a spinning globe, you know. I really had a hard time at the age of 5, and I remember it quite clearly. I remember because I was a very thoughtful young lad. I was thinking, bloody hell, how is it that we live on a spinning ball, or a ball even, when I look over everything kind of looks flat with a few bumps. It's got a few hills and a few bumps, but pretty much everything's flat. I can't understand how it can be a ball. How can we be living on a ball, you know? Because I actually recall I drew a picture of a bonfire. I think it was bonfire night. I must have been approaching my 6th birthday. It would have been about November 1970, I don't know, 73 perhaps. I was born in 1966, February 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. Oh, it would have been 71, wouldn't it? 60, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 70. Yeah, it would have been roughly around about November 1971. 6th birthday coming up in February 72, and it was bonfire night, so bonfire was the main scene, right? Bonfires. I was drawing pictures of bonfires. I like to draw pictures of stuff. I was really into drawing a lot when I was a kid. A lot of kids are. We're all artists. Kids are all artists. What was it Picasso said? Every child is an artist, you know. Every child is an artist, and but unfortunately most give up being an artist as they grow up, you know. But every child is an artist. You know, have you noticed like kids, when you give a kid a piece of paper, some crayons or whatever, they'll come up with some picture, you know, and they're just like, their imagination's alive, it's running riot, you know, and they'll draw whatever they're thinking, what they're imagining, whatever's predominant in their mind, you know, whatever's in the forefront of a kid's consciousness, they'll draw that. And that's what I was like. I mean, I was always drawing. I used to draw shitloads when I was a kid, you know. I used to make my own comic strips up. I used to draw comic strips. I even used to make my own Doctor Who stories up. As I said, I was a science fiction head. I was a real science fiction fan. But from the age of 5, coming up to 6, I was drawing a picture of a bonfire. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this quite clearly. Drew a picture of a bonfire, I did a picture of the moon in the sky, and I did a picture of the Earth in the sky, because I didn't realise, because I'd seen pictures of Earth, right? I've seen all these pictures of Earth, I've seen these globes. A globe in the classroom at school. I was in infant school, right? Saw the globe in the classroom, seen all these pictures of globes, obviously saw BBC. BBC always shows a globe, doesn't it? You know, BBC One in colour, but that time we had a black and white telly. I remember saying BBC colour, but we still had a black and white telly that time. When I was a lad, we used to watch a black and white telly. Telly was made of wood. We used to have to get up and change channels, like, you know. We didn't have remote control back then, like. When I was a lad, we had to actually fucking get up and bloody change channel. Big buttons, you press them really hard. You had to press them really hard. You remember those tellies? I mean, I don't know if anyone's old enough to remember those tellies you used to have. You used to have those big buttons. You used to press them really hard to change the channel, you know. And we used to have 3 channels: BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, and we also had a 4th channel with Harlech TV, where I lived up north, up in Lancashire. We could get Harlech TV, which is Welsh, the Welsh television channel, but it was really grainy picture. It was a really grainy picture, and when you watch the news, the local news, Harlech, it was all in Welsh. And I used to watch it just because I was fascinated by the fact that they were speaking a different language, a completely different language to English language, you know, the Welsh language. But they used to always show pretty much similar sort of things at ITV. If you missed something on ITV, it was like a catch-up channel. HTV was the catch-up channel. So okay, if I missed it on my TV, I'm sure next week I'll watch it on HTV. But it's really poor quality reception. It was all right, really grainy picture, you know. Anyway, digressing somewhat. That was all we had as lads, you know. Now you got like fucking 200 bloody channels of shite, you know, with your remote control sitting there, change it, swap the flipping channels. I don't watch telly anymore. It's shit. I don't watch it anymore. Absolute fucking shite. So yeah, what the fuck was I talking about? I'm gonna have to pause for a second. Yeah, so I think that's the reason why a lot of people of my generation have hernias, really, because you know, when we were kids, we were the remote controls, weren't we? You know, your mum and dad are sat there just chilling out in the big sofas and the big settee and that, and we were the ones that were asked to change the channels on telly. So we'd get up and we'd use all our strength to try to change the channel because the buttons were so big and we had to push it all the way. And that's why a lot of people my generation have got hernias. I just come up with this theory now. It's an interesting theory, and that's what I'm going to talk about on this particular broadcast I'm doing today. I'm going to talk about theory, and that first theory that popped up in my head then, I think that's a very valid theory. I think people developed hernias because, as children, they really strain themselves changing the channels on the telly because the buttons are so hard to press, they were so stiff that. You know, you'd have to lie down afterwards. You'd be so knackered. You know, the strain, the stress and the strain that was involved in changing your channel on your big wooden telly, you know, was unbelievable. You just had to lie down, you know. And you know, what? All right, you know. All right, yeah. Our mums and dads provided for us all and everything else, and I suppose that was, you know, that was our payback really for them looking after us, you know. We had to change the channel, so I suppose it all leveled itself out in the end, you know. So yeah, but anyway, going back to me being a young budding Picasso drawing pictures of bonfires, I drew a picture of the moon in the sky, I drew a picture of the earth in the sky, and then I was asked, I think it was my brother, my eldest brother, he said, "What's that? Is that the sun? The sun and the moon?" Because it was supposed to be night time, right? I said, "No, that's the Earth." I says, "But we are on Earth." I says, "Huh? We're on Earth? But it's a ball. It's a ball. It can be on Earth if it's a ball." I says, "No, we are on the Earth." And this was when I remember I was told that we actually are on Earth. I thought Earth was another planet. I thought it was something we could see in the sky. Because I've seen all these balls everywhere of the Earth. I thought it was a separate entity. I could not identify with being on a ball, and this is at the age of 5, coming up to the age of 6. And it took me a while to get my head around this idea, you know. But of course, the adult population, the old adults around me, the teachers, my parents, my brothers, all the older generation, they were all like saying, no, we're on the earth is round, it's a ball, it's a ball, it's a ball. Oh, no. It can't be. But then I was on the back of my dad's car, and we were going up, I think we were coming up from Royton Town Centre, and I thought, oh yeah, I can see the curve, because we were going up this like inclining hill going up like that. It was like going zzz. I thought, oh yeah, we are on the ball. That was when I actually accepted that we were on the ball, because we were in the back of the car and we're going up this hill. Oh yeah, I can see. And then I accepted it, because if the adults say, because at that age, you know, if the adults say something, it must be right, because the adults know better than the kids, don't they? You know, adults know better than kids, so of course I had to accept that. So from the age of 5 or 6, probably close to the age of 6, I accepted that we lived in a ball until May last year, when I realised actually that it was all a load of bollocks. Bollocks. It was all a load of bollocks. Anyway, that ends part 1. Part 1 of theoretical, nonsensical scientism. End of part 1. Part 2 coming up at some point in the near future. Peace and blessed love. Yo.